we need to record everything because they were already being accused of things that weren't true, right? Ryan and Blake are insane. They're saying things that didn't happen. She's saying, like, he said sexy on set. He's like, I said sexy on set because you've said sexy on set, and this is how you discussed wardrobe with me, so I thought it was okay. And like, they already can see which way the wind is blowing.
Honestly, for me, this is where my worlds clash and absolutely align, because I'm passionate about the awareness of domestic abuse. The aftermath I chose to call my PTSD, and I follow that and I speak about my story. The only reason I'm in front of you and I ever got the brave to step out in this way and name the aftermath was because of the Johnny Depp Amber Heard court case. And believe me, my whole life it taught me to be and go against every man, because they you can't trust. But the reality is, when I was led to this court case, this Johnny Depp Amber Heard, the accusations, I was drawn to be a fly on the wall to someone else's misuse, abuse. I needed to see, because the silence, that lid, just kept me trapped in. And before I knew it, I was listening to my abuser's tone. But it wasn't Johnny Depp, it was Amber Heard. And I realised in that instance, it's not male v female. This is victim v abuser. This is truth v lies, because my heart, my mind, my knowing, my understanding completely aligned. And I said, you could have taken away the sound and I would have watched the interactions and the body language and came to the same conclusion. You could have taken away my vision and I would have heard the words, the deep-rooted meaning, the scent of everything that person is saying, what they're willing to bring, accountability, and I was hearing all those things, but in Johnny Depp and not Amber Heard. I watched that man. That man empowered me to be here today speaking to you. And as I hear Candace speak upon the inside scoop in how someone in Team Justin, at some point in time, in hearing the words be twisted around, said, record this, record everything. Now, can you imagine a time before the Johnny Depp Amber Heard court case where someone would have been so hot to think, to protect him, to protect them for this power, this being that become Blake and Ryan Reynolds and the monsters that were looming? And this for me is just another extended of the legacy that Johnny Depp brought to us, but also the hashtag #MeToo, as he was brave enough to go against us. He was brave enough to speak truth because he had nothing to lose. Because when you're a victim and you're ground down so much, the only thing that matters is your integrity and your truth. And when you've got proof, and here's the thing, you know, for Justin Baldoni to be out there recording everything, that's someone. Why would Team Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds care if they were bringing truth? And this is the thing, it brings the fight to them. And you know, I've literally, to do this post, I've just gone to find that it ends with us trailer. And I'm not gonna lie, someone who's been through abuse, I have to be careful what I choose. 50 Shades of Grey sent me to therapy. Just the initial moment of realising he was abused as a child, I gasped in the cinema with my friends. A few months later, I was in an abyss, struggling to get out of this. A trigger it become, as instantly my heart aligned with that fag burn on his chest, even though this is not an experience in my story, but I felt that same pain and grief, and it just resurrected my own. My life would tell me to hate every man that walks in front of me. But my life also produced in front of me a brother who see what I see, who grew up in the same abuse, who feared our abuser also, who I watched cry as he got locked in that house, is his own father used him to bribe. I sat in a refuge once my mom got out, and we were both told as we sat in this office, me, if you don't break the cycle, you will go on to be abused. My brother, if you don't break the cycle, you will go on to abuse. And these are the lines that are doubt. This is it. And I know as a woman that I'm more easy to express it. And I know since doing the aftermath and speaking like this, there are so many brothers that have been lost into the abyss. So many brothers that no longer spend Christmas because they couldn't cope with it. They chose to exit this. This is the reality. And to hear that Johnny Depp's legacy has grown bigger than he could have ever believed is that basis of just trying to save his integrity, and actually he will probably save so many men, so many women also, so many victims from this insane accusation and this ready to abuse and flash your eyelashes as you're happy to confuse, you know? And I just think, wow, I knew that moment was a massive thing to watch all these survivors just come to this court case. But this is bigger than anything, you know? If it wasn't for Johnny Depp having that proof, having that footage, this would and nearly did end him. And if it wasn't for that person in Team Justin, in seeing Johnny Depp, no doubt, bring this, it made him think, or her, on the spot, that we need to do this in order for it to protect Justin from them ending him. And that is the incredible legacy that Johnny Depp did bring, you know? So these are my thoughts, my opinions, rolled out to you like a true movie review, as someone who's been through abuse and seen the pain and seen the damage and feared a man. But I also fear women also now. I fear the ones that will punch the air and accuse and walk away and not care. Because the people like me, the people like my brother, the real victims on the street, will incur the damage from the lies that they speak. So, yeah.